juliedavison.com. Welcome to the Great Big Card Swap. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, and I'm so happy you are joining me today. I have some amazing cards to share with you. Tonight's theme is no designer paper. So these are DSP-free cards. No designer paper on these cards. You guys have been so creative in creating backgrounds without designer paper and creating really fun cards. I think you're going to be so inspired. If you enjoy the Great Big Card Swap, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. The Great Big Card Swap is a swap for all stampers to participate in. You can use any products that you have at home to create a card and send it in. I share all of the cards in videos on the 2nd and the 4th Tuesday of each month, and then I mix the cards up and I send them back. So everyone who sends a card gets one back. It's so much fun to see what you guys create, and I love being a little vehicle in your Happy Meal in your Happy Meal journey. I'm trying to skip this ad and it just keeps going. Let me try again. There we go. In your Happy Meal journey, I love being able to do that for you. I have very few rules. I want you to use whatever you have at home. I do ask that you not write inside the card, like leave it blank. Not like you can stamp inside, but don't write inside so that whoever gets the card can use it and send it on to share a Happy Meal with somebody else. If you would like to include a note, you can use a sticky note or a loose piece of paper to say hello. That's totally optional, but I love that many of you have connected with other stampers and found pen pals along the way. I think that's so much fun. We have a new theme each month, and our theme, well, March, this is it for March. So our theme for April is all about you. I would love to see cards that use your favorite color, your favorite stamp set, represent something about you. Maybe a beach if you live near the beach, or mountains, or dogs if you have a pet dog, grandkids, you know, babies, whatever. If you're getting married soon, maybe it's a wedding card. So send a card that has something to do with something about you, and then tell us how it relates. I cannot wait to learn a little bit more about all of you in the month of April. If you would like to send a card ahead for May, mark your envelope May. Our theme is going to be soft subtles, so please use pastel colors on your cards for May. And then the theme is otherwise up in the air, so you can make flower cards, you can make wedding cards, you can make a birthday card. Just use soft pastel colors for your cards in May. You can send your cards to Julie Davison, P.O. Box 6164, Champaign, Illinois 61826. Please include $1 to cover return postage and envelope. If you don't have $1, that's fine. Send a stamp or two. I think we got some Canadian stamps in the mail, so I'm going to send them back to you because I can't do anything with them. I can't use them in the U.S. to send a card back. But for my international stampers, I do have a PayPal button in the video description, and it is $5 USD and covers 3 return postage stamps to you. So if you would like to participate in the Great Big Card Swap and you live outside of the United States, that is an option for you. Check out the video description for all of these details. Let's get into our cards today. So glad to see you guys joining me. Let me know if you've got a card in the box. Our theme for March was no designer paper, and this is part 2 of our Great Big Card Swap showcase. So your card may have already been in the first part. I've got that linked up in the video description in case you missed part 1. Tonight I have 50 cards to share with you. I think actually just a few more than 50. But I think you guys are going to be so excited to see them. And yes, Katie, Maddie's card did make it. In fact, our first card, actually I think I have a card from February. Oh, that's just going to be mixed in. There was one card left over that came late from the United Kingdom from Anne. That was for the February swap. But this card from Maddie, Maddie McLean, came a little bit late, and it came after Katie's card. I didn't realize until we did a last time's video. So, oh my gosh, how beautiful is this, Maddie? You did such a great job. I love the fresh freesia embossed background with the eyelets, the little butterflies here, and some of that ephemera, the Easter time ephemera, and the puffy sticker pack, which is now completely gone. I love the way that you combined all the elements. So it's such a beautiful card, so springy and perfect for all those spring occasions. I feel like I see this like for a wedding card, like a wedding shower or something like that. Well done, Maddie. I'm so glad to see your card, and thank you so much. I love that you're crafting with Mom. Thank you for participating in a great big card swap. I don't really have a particular order for the rest of the cards. I tried to group some things together, like people that use the same stamp set. This is the Prairie Grass stamp set. This first card's from Terry McFedrich, and I think this stamp set is all sold out. I think it was in the last chance list. But such a fun one. This reminds me of the Prairie here in Illinois. This is like, if I were making a card about me, like this is what I would make. This is like what would represent where I live here. We have cornfields and prairie grass and sometimes bean fields, depending on the year. This card from Terry uses that prairie grass a little bit on the inside. I love the little blending brush in there with some of those colors. We've got like a brown, maybe a crumb cake, or almost looks like a little Cajun craze crumb cake here, sending the healing power of love, and that cane weave embossing folder. I think the note just probably says the same things. Yeah, all the things that they used. Bashful blue and crumb cake. Oh yeah, that is brown for the base. I know, so soft. This would be a good one for our soft subtles card as well. Here's one using a little bit of yellow from Patty Tucker. Patty used, it looks like some cardstock to kind of mask off, and then used yellow with the blending brush to create this card. Just a note. I love that. Did you guys get this Prairie Grass stamp set? It was kind of a hot one for a while when it first came out. Speaking of yellow, this beautiful card from Lori Sorrells uses Lemon Lolly, and the He is Risen. Isn't that the name of the stamp set? Hang on a second. Yeah. He is Risen is the stamp set. I love it. Lori says she really stretched herself to use a color that she doesn't like. So this is, she says she's not a yellow color. So this is Lemon Lolly and Daffodil Delight. Love this one. It actually looks like a back pocket card layout. And oh, I love that. Lori colored the rhinestones too with the Stampin' blends to make those coordinate as well. I love all the yellow. This is another good one. That would be so good for our soft subtles category in May. Beautiful cards. It's so springy. I feel like the cards, this was not an official theme of spring, but you guys have, like, I would say 80% of the cards at least are flowers. So it's like an unofficial spring theme over here. This gorgeous card is from Michelle Mullen, and she is using the hand pen stamp set, the Spotlight on Nature. This is the hand pen. This is Spotlight on Nature, as well as the green leaves here, sending healing thoughts your way. Oh, I love that. Spotlight on Nature for those nested dies. I love showing off the different patterns in the different colors. So we have petal pink and mint. Yes, mint macaron. Such a great combination. I miss that color. That was such a pretty one. We need a light green like that again. Pear Pizzazz, mint macaron. There was another card that used Pear Pizzazz. I'm sure we'll come across it. I'm gonna pull it out early because I love it so much. Here's Pear Pizzazz, another great light green. This one is from Carrie. Carrie, how do you say your last name? I think I've been saying it wrong this whole time. My helper was helping me with envelopes in the spreadsheet, and they said Carrie Zacharias, and I was like, oh my God, that's not how I've been saying it. So Carrie, I'm sorry that I've probably been saying your name wrong the whole time. I don't know why I have such a complex about mispronouncing names, but let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong still. But oh my gosh, how cute is this card? We have some banners with different color cardstock embossed, and then the little googly eyes to make the kitty cat faces, and the upside down hearts for the noses. I'm seriously in love with this card. It is so cute, so whimsical. Was there a little note? Nope. Oh, I love hanging out with you. So cute. So one way that a lot of you used backgrounds is doing embossed backgrounds instead of designer paper. And so here we've got a combination of 4 different embossing folders to add some texture and interest to the card. But I mean, seriously, so adorable, right? So cute. Okay, back to our flowers. Here's one from Jerry Roser, and she used another Easter stamp set with the lilies. Peace I give unto you. Love those iridescent rhinestones. This looks like some bubble bath with old olives. So pretty. What a great combination. I love the delicate sponging in the center of the flower, and then really kind of showcases the rest of the flower being white. Beautiful. So beautiful. You know, we don't need designer paper, right? You guys have proved it with this month's card swap. Our next card from Ellen Haberlein uses very vanilla for the card base. Oh, I love this subtle, softer neutral color for the card base. It looks like we have some, that ribbon looks like soft succulent, but the paper looks even lighter. I would say almost like a soft sky. There's a fern embossing folder embossed with the vellum and the cardstock underneath. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. Love that little bit of the detailed die cut. And the greeting is from Framed Florets and the splendid stems for the die cut. Embossed cloud. Oh, cloud cover. That's cloud cover. Ooh. It looked brighter than I thought for cloud cover. I think it's the very vanilla. I feel like that kind of brightens up the color. Really beautiful. So simple. That's why I love cards, like a little bit of texture. You know, you could go really simple and it just really dresses it up. Oh my gosh, this is like the opposite of simple. This is so gorgeous from Wendy Langseth. This is the 3D sunflower embossing folder, and it was a popular one last time and a popular one this time again. So Wendy has used the debossed side of the embossing powder or embossing folder. So embossing the cardstock, and then this is the side of the cardstock where everything is indented instead of being raised. And then Wendy has colored, probably using like some well, it looks like a little bit of marker, but also some sponging or blending. So first of all, the folder inked with black, then embossed, and then the debossed side coloring the petals and the center. So just kind of adding some color. But the black, you know, actually, the black may not be in the folder. It's probably embossing folder first on white cardstock, then taking the black and going across with the ink pad across the cardstock, then adding the other colors, the pink and the yellow and the green. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I've got to play with this embossing folder again. There are just so many beautiful ways to create gorgeous cards. So thank you so much, Wendy, for your beautiful card. Let me see. She probably has a note on here. This was cased by EMK and inspired by Chris A. The sentiments were a gift from Chris. Love that. I recognize that from a kit. I cannot remember which kit that was in. And of course, those brush press butterflies. Love them. I just got one. I got a package of brush press butterflies. Who sent that to me? It's in my little mail pile over here to go through. Right here. From Donna. That's right, Donna. I'm gonna share this again later, but Donna Zakarowski. Am I saying that right, Donna? This is the card I shared last month with, last month with the Lovely Blossoms class. So we've got some Darling Duckling designer paper, a little brush with beauty too. And then I got a whole package of the butterflies. Donna, thank you so much. What a treat to get your Happy Mail. Oh my gosh. I was like, I was kind of freaking out. Like, I love that so much. I ordered a couple packages myself, so I'm going to be good for a little while. I'm so sad that they're gone, but I'm happy that I have them. Our next card is from Candy Probst, and she did another technique with the 3D embossing folder. So this is Melon Mambo. So she's embossed with Melon Mambo. This is the raised side of the embossing folder. And then she's taken some white ink, the white craft ink, and kind of sponged it on to highlight the petals. Oh my gosh, so pretty. The way it just enhances the embossed image. I love that so much. Paired here with some navy and some light blue organza ribbon. Love the layered circles. This is not your first swap, is it, Candy? Oh my gosh, there were so many first time swappers in this group. I love it. Well, Candy, thanks for sending in a card. I swear you'd swapped with us before, but I'm so glad that you're doing it now. White craft ink over that sunflower embossing folder. And then, yeah, labeled with love and love and courage stamp set. The love and courage is the sunflower, and then the labeled with love with that happy birthday. So great. Well, Candy, welcome to the Great Big Card Swap. I know someone's going to love getting your card. Our last 3D sunflower embossing folder is actually a this or that. This is from Amy Marr, and she sent in 2 cards for this one. So that means I get to keep one. Thank you so much, Amy. She's also got those brushed brass butterflies. Let's talk about the sunflower card first. This is lots of embossing folder here too. We've got some of that sunflower. We also have back here the Tasteful Textile. And this is an easel card. So the front of the card is scored in half, and then that front panel is only glued to the bottom so that it can be an easel card and sit up like this. How gorgeous is that? Love that pop of color of yellow on the inside. Go to greetings for the thinking of you. And this is the same technique where you're going to emboss and use the debossed side, and then you're going to run either with a brayer or just direct ink to paper using the black across the embossing folder. And so this is the same technique that Wendy used. Wendy then just added another step of adding the color, but I really love how graphic it looks just leaving it black and white. It is so gorgeous. And that little ribbon in there too, the gingham ribbon, such a gorgeous card. So we've got this one from Amy, and then also this card. And this uses the, oh my gosh, what is it called? Hold on. Greenery Lane, the Greenery Lane washi tape. And the washi tape is then put on the cardstock to create the background. So it's not designer paper, it's a washi tape to create that background. Then we've got the layered sentiment here for you. This also comes from the Greenery Lane stamp set that coordinates. We've got some die cut washi tape and some other little die cut elements here with garden green, and it looks like some mint macaron for the card layer underneath there. So pretty. I love all the little details. Keeping you in my thoughts, holding you in my heart, and remembering you in my prayers. What a great sentiment. Sometimes I just never know what to say inside a sympathy card. And I always like to look at the catalog and look at sentiments like that I can just handwrite. So I don't necessarily have to have it to stamp inside, but sometimes those sentiments just inspire me to know what to write inside. And I think that's such a good one. Amy, thank you for the gorgeous cards, 2 of them. So pretty. I don't know how I'm going to pick. So you let me know if you got to choose a card at home, which of these 2 would you keep? Would you keep the green card, Greenery Lane, or the black and white sunflower card? This or that? They're both so gorgeous and so different. I don't know how to decide, but Amy, thank you for including an extra for me. That was so sweet of you. And thank you so much for participating in the Great Big Card Swap this month. The sunflowers. I know. I do love those sunflowers so much. I need to use them some more. Our next card, this is more Lemon Lolly. This one from Kathy Deck. And she has created an interesting background here using some strips of cardstock to create sort of a graphic design. So strips of cardstock that have been sponged and blended with the Lemon Lolly in the background, and then put diagonally on the paper and then cut down to create that card front. A little layer here with the beautiful gallery dies and the flowers. They're stamped in like gray granite, and then a little bit of color. Very subtle way to do those flowers. Wishing you a lovely day. Gallery bloom dies. I think that's what I said. Did I get that right? Paradise Garden for the stamp set, and gallery blooms. What a lovely card, Kathy. I like that so much. Lemon Lolly, another great color for our soft settles in May. This is a color I feel like I don't use a lot. It is so, so soft and so light. I tried to stamp with it the other day and it was just too light. I couldn't see it. So I'm going to challenge myself to use Lemon Lolly this month. Our next one is also a this or that from AMT, using a scoring technique to create 2 strips of cardstock that are perpendicular with the scoring lines. And you can just do this with your paper trimmer scoring blade. Then we've got the layered squares here. So we've got a pink one and a yellow one. This or that, let me know which of these you prefer. I lean towards the pink, I think. I just really like pink a little bit more than yellow, but the yellow is so soft. I love the brightness too. Soft and bright is the opposite. There's a lot of marks on these cards, and I think it's just because they were packaged together, and sometimes the rubbing on each other can cause that. Oh my gosh! AMT, look at the inside of these cards. I love the scoring diagonally there, the layered flowers to someone worth celebrating every single day. Oh, these are so great. Here are the measurements in case you would like them. Thank you so much for including those, AMT. The stylish shapes for those squares. And the scoring is just so fun. I love that little detail on there. Pretty perennials for the flower inside. All right, so this or that, do you guys prefer the pink or the yellow flower? Thanks for including an extra for me so I can choose one. That's so sweet of you. I think I do like that pink. Our next card is from Yolanda Larson. This is a first-time swapper. Welcome, Yolanda. I'm so glad you're joining us. This is go-to greetings for the happy birthday, and this is decorative masks from the 2025 crafting advent calendar, the 12 days. Now, last time I checked, it's been a couple weeks, but last time I checked, it was still in the last chance list at a discount. And oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many amazing products in the 12 days of advent crafting calendar, 12 days of crafting calendar. It is not Christmas themed. It is very like all occasion. It comes with a stamp set. There is decorative masks and embellishments and puffy stickers, designer paper, memories and more cards, twine, shaker elements. There are so many things in that box, and this is such a beautiful example of something that you can create with it. So fun to see those layered elements with the flowers and the leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. Yolanda, thank you so much for sharing this card. A little calypso coral, I think there. Maybe some petal pink, old olive, some of my favorite colors. So beautiful. I've got this on my floor. I need to play around with the 12 days box a little bit more. Oh my word. This one is from Eva Arsenal. And this is so layered. I'm trying to break it down. So this is an embossing folder. It looks like a lily embossing folder. I can't remember the name of it. And we have embossed this and then also like stamped and embossed on the background. Maybe it looks like there is some color put on the embossing folder too. So lots of layers of color, embossing on the tips. So it looks like maybe some color embossing or some embossing color and embossing powder. I can't break down the colors and the layers. It is just so detailed here. So we've got some pink, some purple, some blue and green in there, a little gold. And then the flowers, the butterflies. We have this stamp set. Look at this. Oh, I gotta send these back to you, Eva. The butterfly gala. Yes. Oh, I love that. That stamp set. We have a brand new stamp set with butterflies and a coordinating punch that's coming out in the catalog. Really excited about that. I like this detail on the inside, embossing and then touching a little bit of that blue in there. The wood stencil, layered floral embossing folder, light gold. Oh my gosh, so many beautiful details lighting the way. I think that's where the thinking of you comes from. Or no, maybe the little stars back there. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. See, you don't need designer paper. This is like way more beautiful than designer paper. So gorgeous. I am always a very simple stamper. I don't usually like layer so much like that, but oh my gosh, I love the way it looks. Here's another one so detailed and beautiful from Louis and Crosby. This is I think a Simon Says stamp with the flowers. Background was created by heat embossing the Gerber Daisy background stamp with clear embossing powder on watercolor paper and then adding color using watercolor paint. The clear emboss resist technique. The Simon Says stamp Gerber Daisy background and Simon Says stamp sympathy greeting mix. My heart is with you. I love that. Canon cold press watercolor paper, Crayola watercolor paints. Oh my gosh, those are beautiful. I love those colors. Lovely lipstick. What a blast from the past. That card base with some Daffodil Delight and the vellum. I love that purple embossing. Gorgeous card, Luann. Oh my goodness. I love those watercolors. This reminds me, I just sent out the cards on Monday for everyone who participated in part 1, and there were a couple of you who did watercolor backgrounds, and I'm so inspired. I gotta get my watercolors out. I gotta play with them. Our next card is from Nancy Ross using fresh freesia with that beautiful cone flower, celebrating you. It's another good one here for our soft settles with that fresh freesia, a little bit of that Daffodil Delight, maybe a little Darling Duckling in there, I think. So pretty. I like that little bow. So delicate and dainty. Absolutely beautiful. I like the stamping on the inside too. We have a different kind of coneflower here. Maybe it's the same kind. I don't know my flowers. These look like daisies. This one from Kathy King. I love the perennial postage layer here embossed with a corrugated paper. This is the mixed media floral stamp set. A little bit of that black and white gingham paper. Happy birthday to you. And just a note on the inside of this is kind of typical when a card goes through the mail and you have a dark cardstock like this, just the machines, when it like cranks it through the machine, the black cardstock does tend to rub off on the white. So that is normal, unfortunately, for how cards get look when they are often received. So if you don't like the way that looks, you can put, some of you put like a little piece of copy paper in there just to protect the inside layer, or a piece of vellum or something. But you can still write a message and send it off. It's still going to be such a lovely card. Love that. Oh my gosh. All these beautiful flowers got me in the mood for spring. Here's a card from Judy K-Meek, and this is a Z-fold card. I love these deckled hexagons, and then we also have the stitched flowers here. So we've got some blushing bride with a retired orchid oasis, and it looks like certainly celery there in the leaves, and then all these beautiful little centers on the flowers. Happy Mother's Day. Oh my gosh, I think any mother would love to get this one. Love the stripes here in the emboss. I think that's an embossing folder. And then I like how it layers over the other element, and so it's just kind of a surprise when you open it up. Beautiful color combination. So lovely. I can't believe it's almost time to start thinking about Mother's Day cards. Oh, April is next week. Next Wednesday, in fact, is April 1st. And I just feel like this whole year has been flying by. Our next card is a This or That from Deb Jones. Also first time swapper. Deb, welcome. Thank you for sending an extra card for me. That was so sweet of you. This is the Easter Joy Suite, the bundle that goes with that. The bundle's not called Easter Joy. I can't remember what it is. Everyday Arches here. We've got Berry Burst is the darker pink purple, and this one is Petunia Pop. So this or that, do you prefer the darker color or the lighter Petunia Pop? I love those detailed flowers and the grass. And then we've got a little chick over here with Darling Duckling, or the little bunny rabbit here. So cute. Let me see. On the inside, we have some stamped flowers. I love that. The Easter Basket Dies. That's the name of the set that has the flowers. And a little twine double bow. I love that. Mom always does double bows. I think they're so cute. Okay, This or That. Berry Burst, Petunia Pop, this, that. Let me know which of these two you prefer. I am really kind of torn on this one. I'm not sure. I kind of like the contrast of the Berry Burst over the Petunia Pop, but it's so spring and Eastery to have the light purple. The embossing folder in the background here is that Stone and Vine embossing folder from the January catalog. I don't have this one, but every time you guys use it, it makes me think I need it. It looks like a lot of you are preferring the Petunia Pop of these two cards. They're both so lovely, so I'll have to give that a little more thought before I choose mine. Moving on, another first time swapper Kathy Riley sent in this card, and I'm going to take her note off so I can show you the front of the card while I'm reading it. I love it. Oh, Kathy, this is her first time submitting a card. I'm so glad that you did. She said she enjoyed the challenge, but didn't always make time to take part. Oh, I'm so glad that you did send in a card this time. So this one uses the Sugar Pea design stamp called Talk is Chic for the front, and the scallop border die is from Wallflower. Oh, I love the detail on that. That's so pretty. Mwah! XOXO, you're awesome. Love you. Mean it. Hello, beautiful. I love it. It is so pretty. It looks like a little bit of lovely lipstick. And Kathy, did you know I used to live in Springfield? I saw your address on the envelope, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so funny. What a small world. And I'm so happy that you finally decided to send in a card. I know someone's gonna love getting your handmade hug and kiss in the mail, and I hope that you enjoy the card that you get in return. Thank you so much for participating in the Great Big Card Swap, for taking the challenge to make a card without designer paper. I know for many of us that is a big challenge. It was a big ask this month, and I'm proud of all of you guys for doing it and pushing yourselves. We have another this or that. These are two cards from Anne Hollis. Saying that right, Anne? Every single time I question myself. Hollis. Yes, I think it's Hollis. This is the Extraordinary Flora stamp set and coordinating die. Now this is one that has coordinating washi tape, but Anne has not used them on her cards at all. Stamping the background here, this looks like some fresh freesia, and then coloring the elements that are die cut, those brush butterflies. And then the big letters spell hey with the garden and glass embossing folder in the background. I love the white on white. And they are such a different look from each other. This one with the blues, with the white and white, this one with the purple background. They are so different, but I'm going to do it this or that. And I have to decide. I have to pick one. I kind of lean towards this one just because I think it's so fun and different to have the white on white on white. I think it just makes the flowers really pop, and I just think it's so fun. And thank you so much for sharing your beautiful cards with no designer paper. And in the same package sent her card for February, and it got it got delayed coming because that's how it goes sometimes when it's coming across the pond. And so let me pull it out. I think it was back here. Where did it go? Hang on. There's not that many cards left. This shouldn't be so hard to find. Here it is. Okay. This was for the back pocket card layout challenge in February, and Anne sent a second one for me. They're very, very similar. The big difference is the little rub-ons, kind of a little bit of a different effect here. Darling Duckling. And then I don't recognize the designer paper. We've got a little bit of that stitched embossed pocket. It's the Jeans Pocket stamp set, woodware stamp jean pocket. And then the Kaiser Craft DSP antique from the stash. So this was for the back pocket card layout challenge, and this was the card layout. There's a diagonal line here, just like in the original layout. So, Anne, thank you for sending an extra card for me for both months, and thank you for participating in the Great Big Card Swap. Sometimes it takes a little while for things to come here. I've had things postmarked for an entire month, and then that's how long they take to get here, even within the United States. So if you are sending from far away, especially international, make sure that you send ahead so that your cards come in time. Of course, I will always swap out your cards no matter when they come, so don't worry if it arrives late. I mean, it's okay. I'll always swap out your card. I don't want you to worry, because we can't control the post office, and that's just how things are sometimes. Such gorgeous cards, and thank you so much. It looks like many of you, oh, you're split. I'm seeing this and that and this and this and that and that and this. I think I'm going to go with the Hey card. I think it's so cute. I love that it's just a little different. Our next card, this one is from Loretta. I got to meet Loretta on stage. Oh my gosh. It was so fun to put faces and names together. I ran into Loretta a couple times actually, and it was so fun to visit. And Loretta sent me a card as well. It looks exactly like this, so I did not pull both of them out. Blackberry Bliss and some Pretty in Pink. This is the artistically inked stamp set. Loretta's is one of her favorites. And she says this is kind of a go-to card design. Of course, she's using my favorite go-to stamp set with you in mind for the sentiments on the inside and the outside. I love this. I know it was all stamping this time, although it kind of does look like designer paper because you stamped it so nicely. This is Old Olive, Pretty in Pink, and Blackberry Bliss. Beautiful card, Loretta, and thank you too for sending an extra one for me. Our next card is from Kathy Cornea, using the Eyelet embossing folder to create a background and blending. It looks like we've got some Summer Splash color, the blue, and then the Lucky Day. I think this is an ephemera piece. Oh, I love, oh, on the inside, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Love that. We're just a little bit past St. Patrick's Day, but you know what? Whenever we have a holiday, I always just say we celebrate all month. Such a beautiful card. I love the little twine bow on the ephemera. These ephemera packs, I just ordered a couple from the new catalog. I love that there's like a little bit of everything in there, so you can create cards just like for all kinds of occasions. Such a great card. Kathy, thank you. Our next one is from Eileen Curry, and I was kind of taken aback when I saw this card, Eileen, because I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. This is a vellum card fold with the Lazy Daisy embossing folder, and so it has cardstock attached to the top and bottom, but the fold of it is the vellum. And so can you see through that? Like, I just thought that was so clever to use vellum like that. So this is some Fresh Freesia Bubble Bath. I always get those colors mixed up. I think it's Bubble Bath. And then the Lovely Blossom stamp set. Happy Birthday is part of that as well. Lazy Daisy new embossing folder is actually currently not available. It'll be back in stock late April. So make sure you sign up for updates if you're waiting for that one. I know spring is right around the corner, Eileen. I cannot wait. It was a wicked winter, I think, for so many of us. And even here in Illinois, like, we have had like cold temperatures and then hot temperatures and just like these huge fluctuations, like 40-degree swings. It's been absolutely crazy. Like, we had warm temperatures over the weekend, and then it dropped 40 degrees and it was like 30 on Monday again. And then it's starting to warm back up. I think I heard it's supposed to be 90 on Saturday. Like, I just want Mother Nature to make up her mind. And I would love just something right in the middle, like a nice 60. Like, you know, 60 degrees would just be brilliant. If we could just do that for a month. 65 maybe. I don't need it to be hot, but I really don't want it to be cold anymore. I hope that you get to see those cherry blossoms. These definitely remind me of them, and they're coming just around the corner next week. Our next card is from Rosemary McDougall. I remember this bundle with the dies. I love that you cut these out in white and colored them and customized them. We got a wood background here. Life is better with a friend like you. The birds and dragonflies are my second favorite next to those brush brass butterflies. Such a nice little embellishment to add to your die cuts. I cannot remember the name of this one, but it was just a couple years ago. I think it was an online exclusive. Am I remembering right? Oh, I'm so sorry. That kind of snuck up on me. Love the 4 squares and the bright colors. Well done, Rosemary. Speaking of bright colors, we have another first time swapper. This is from Heather Goutreau. And I got to meet Heather at On Stage too. It was such a pleasure to visit with you, Heather. And I hope that you are creating videos and taking that leap. I know you can do it. This is from one of our upcoming classes. This is using that new tulip stamp set to someone we're celebrating. I love that. The new tulip stamp set, Sunshine in Tulips, and then the lovely arrangements dies. That is where the scallop border came from, I think. And the Fabulous Saying stamp set was the product of the month in January. The right words are the stamp set used on the inside. We've got Lemon Lime Twist and Melon Mambo, and that beautiful pattern embossing folder is from the November online exclusives. Really pretty, such a subtle little detail embossing folder. Remember I was talking about embossing folders, embossing folders, embossing folders. You guys use embossing folders so much in place of designer paper this month, and I'm here for it. I love it. Our next card, I'm wondering if this is actually for April. Sometimes I get them mixed up when I'm going through late in the month. So this card is from Lisa Hand, and it's got the cactus and the flowers, and that's why I'm wondering, and the designer paper, I'm wondering if this was supposed to be for April. Actually, it might be a late arrival for February because it does look like a back pocket card layout. Okay, I'm going to double check the envelope. If the envelope doesn't say anything, I'm going to swap it for February because it does look like a back pocket card layout. And we had another back pocket card layout, so we can swap those. But I love this. This was a product medley. Stampin' Up! Came out with these kind of packages that had everything together. This was before Sweets, where we had designer paper and dies and stamps and embellishments and all the things that kind of coordinated together that were sold as one box, as one sort of like suite, but they called them product medleys. So this was one of the early product suites, product medleys, early on with the cactus theme. Love those little felt flower embellishments and the designer paper and the colors in here. So Pear Pizzazz with Mossy Meadow, or Always Artichoke. No, it's probably Mossy Meadow. And then some of that Highland Heather and Calypso Coral. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Lisa, I'll check the envelope, but if you're watching, you can let me know as well which month it was supposed to be for. Our next card, oh my gosh, this makes me want to do a Bold Brights theme. This one is from Maria DB, and she used my favorite stamp set with you in mind. The elements here, we've got the star and the cupcake, the flower and the hearts. You can see them better on the inside. Stamped in some bright colors. Gorgeous grape, Azure Afternoon, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Pumpkin Pie, and Melon Mambo. Oh my gosh, I love everything about this. The stamped background and the different colors, the strings on the heart balloons, the happy birthday layered die cut. It is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. My sister loves rainbows, and she would love a card like this for her birthday. So I'm going to have to remember in case this one. I love even just the stamp images on the inside, stamping all those images from that stamp set in the different colors. So fun, so bright, so beautiful. I love that. Hello, Anne from Canada. I'm so glad you're joining tonight. Welcome to everyone. Let me know where you're watching from. I love that we have some international stampers, and I really do encourage you to participate This time we had two. We had Eva from Canada, and we had Anne from the UK. We've had stampers participate from France as well, and others from Canada and the UK. And France, we had a stamper in France too. So I love that. Okay, our next card is from Stephanie Briggs, and she was inspired by Robin Armbrecht. She did a one sheet wonder and stamped, what's the name of this stamp set? I don't remember the name of the stamp set with the balloons. We have a new balloon stamp set coming out. That's so much fun. But this one, you want to do all your stamping and then do the embossing. So this is the painted texture embossing folder. Colors here, Azure Afternoon, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, and some Pretty in Pink. Love that. Let's get our celebration on. I love all the details. It is so bright and happy. That's gonna have to be. We're gonna have to do another theme. We're gonna do soft settles in May. We might have to do bold brights for June. I think that might be fun. Here's some more bold bright cards. These are from Pat Chris, and then we got a this or that. So we've got this is the Playing in the Rain set with the bunny. We have Azure Afternoon. Is that what the color is? The blue, I think, and then Gorgeous Grapes, really bright parakeet party, I think, for the grass. Tasteful Textile embossing folder there, and then birds and butterflies. We got them all. I love them. They make me smile so much. On the inside, we've got our cute little turtle friend. He is from the same stamp set, Playing in the Rain. So do you prefer blue or purple for this card, Azure Afternoon, or the Gorgeous Grape, this or that? Let me know which of these two you would keep. And thank you so very much for sending an extra card for me, Pat. I forgot for a moment. Pat, thank you for sending an extra card. It is so very sweet of you to think of me. It is never expected, you guys, that you send an extra card for me, but it always makes me smile and it makes me so happy when you do. So thank you so much for that. Blue or purple? I don't know how I'm going to decide. I kind of like the blue because it's like sky, but I also love that the purple is like a little different. You know, it's still the sky, but it's like just outside the box. So that one makes me smile too. Our next card is from Connie Campfield, and she used the Notes and Totes bundle. I think that's one. Totes? What was it? Notes and Totes? Yeah, Notes and Totes stamp set and dies with a soft wave embossing folder in the background. These colors are so pretty. We got Misty Moonlight with some cloud cover, some Sahara Sand, Calypso Coral, or maybe that's like a soft sky. It looks really light. Yeah, I love that. I never did get this bundle, but I always love all the little details. I especially love the embossing folder on the tote. I think that's so pretty. Well done, well done. You make me want that stamp set. Oh, you always know you've made a good card when you convince me I need it. Our next one is from Nareda Hernandez. Oh, I am loving this beach theme for sure. I'm so sorry about that. This is the Beach Day stamp set and Paradise Palm stamp set combined to create this beach themed card. I love it. No designer paper on this one. A stamped background blended with different colors. We've got some crumb cake, balmy blue, pale papaya, and soft sky in there. And then Darling Duckling for the yellow sun and some sweet sorbet for the umbrellas and chairs. Such a sweet card. I love that so much. And I am ready for some beach weather. I am ready. Good vibes sent your way. I don't know. I don't want to skip over spring, but I'm just ready for some sunshine and definitely ready for the beach. Our next card is from Tracy Evans, all the way from the UK, another UK stamper. This is the beautiful, oh my gosh, it just slipped my head. The Kintsugi Inspirations. Maybe she's got a note here. Inspiring Imperfections. Yes. Thank you so much, Tracy, for including the note. Inspiring Imperfections bundle. And this is embossed with copper. Then we've got a little bit of the Azure Afternoon blending in the background, the detailed white die cuts from the same set, the Inspiring Imperfections. Really, really beautiful. I love the layering here. Beautiful pattern embossing folder. Adds that texture. Again, it's such a great way if you're not using designer paper, adding some texture to the card. I love that so much, Tracy. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. We are getting away from flowers at the very end of our swap. We've got a few more cards to share with you, and then we've got two groups of stampers. First, though, we've got Ann Hanson sending in this card with a cute little sheep. So glad it's your birthday. Looks like some basic beige cardstock, some gray granite in there too, really bringing out the color for that sheep, and then the pop of red. So fun with that birthday hat. Having so much fun, it just fell right off. I love this sheep set. This was a celebration stamp set a few years ago. And instead of celebration, now this year Stampin' Up! Is doing the product of the month, where you can get a product added on for $5 when you spend $75 or more. And this month, the stamp set that you can get is called Notes of Spring. And it kind of reminds me of the cute little animals that we used to do for celebration. And thank you for your cute card and that adorable sheep. I need to play around with this one because Mom and I are going to do a stamp along on Sunday featuring Notes of Spring. I can't decide if I'm going to use the deer, the goose, or the bunny. They're all so cute. Maybe I'll try to use them all. If you haven't yet, you can get this stamp set when you spend $75 or more. You can add it on for $5. There's going to be a brand new product of the month in April and throughout the whole year. So make sure that you check back and look into product of the month. You can get that in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Our next card is from Janice Torgerson. Janice, I'm so happy you were able to get your card sent in. It is so stinking cute. This also, I recognize, was created with a back pocket card layout. So adorable with those bunnies. And this is the Storybook Moments, I think, stamp set. Or that's the name of the suite, maybe. Oh, looking at Janice's note, she says, well, seeing that I didn't send card for the last 2 months, she thought she'd catch it all up this month. So she has included the January theme of coloring. That's the bunnies colored with markers. That was the theme in January. The February theme using a back pocket card layout. And the March theme not using any designer paper at all. I love it. I love that you rolled them all into one card. Janice, thank you for sending this beautiful creation. I love how you colored the bunnies and like added some different layering of the colors so they're not solid. It really looks realistic. So cute. This looks like a way old color, some Gable green with So Saffron. Oh, I miss both those colors. Love this card, Janice. So cute. Oh, he makes me smile. This would be so good for our Brights theme. This one is from Angela Rusty C. Thank you for the pronunciation key, Angela Rusty C. I love it. I love the layering. I love the layout. You were supremely awesome. Beautiful coloring job on our pizza guy. Look at the shading on the pants. Mwah! Beautiful. Some texture here. We've got the, oh, it is on the tip of my tongue. The, gingham embossing folder and then the subtle texture I love that little die with the detail and stitching on there. That's a fun shape. You're supremely awesome. And then the red checkered stamp on the inside. So fun. What a great card. Angela, thank you so much for sending that in, and thank you for the pronunciation key. I gotta repeat that to myself and try to remember. Our next one is from Debbie Buzzle. Look at this cutie. A little note of thanks. Another amazing coloring job. I love the detail in the hair. She is so adorable. Love that so much. And the little hearts on the inside. Okay, so Debbie says I use DCWV paper. I don't know what that is. That does have a design. Oh, that's okay. Pretty in pink cardstock. The little girl stamp is from, oh, not sure, but it is cute. Love that so much. So cute. It kind of reminds me of like Strawberry Slush, that color. And there's like some glitter on there too. Such a fun little detail. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love this from Alita Williams, using that camouflage background stamp to create a uniform. A happy birthday to you. We had that well suited, I think was the name of the dies that had like the lapel and the buttons and the pocket. And then those stars are perfect too. Love the fatigues. That's fantastic, Alita. I love that so much. No designer paper. Background stamps make such a great background. This card from Leanne Nelson uses no designer paper as well, creating a background with the layers of the mountains and the trees and some sponging back here with the birds and the clouds. Inhale, exhale, enjoy. The stamp set's created for the front of the card: in the grove, grassy grove, and sending sunshine. And then a stencil for those clouds. I love that. Really beautiful, and almost like a no layer card. I mean, there's layers, but like I love it when you can create like a background that looks like they're like layered on top of each other, but it's all flat. Nice job with the masking and the stamping. Really beautiful. Another masculine card, this one from Belinda Bosch, using the Rooted in Nature stamp set and the Hardwood and stamp set here on that mint macaron cardstock. This looks like a very old school chocolate chip. Oh my gosh. I love that. Chocolate chip, a little soft suede, and there as well some mint macaron, some mossy meadow, and do you see the embossed leaf on there? Love that little detail. The little twine. What a great card. Love it. Was there stamping on the inside? Oh yeah, right here. This is what I was talking about earlier, like a little piece of paper that gets that the rubbing. It rubs off on here instead, so you can kind of see in the light where the cardstock has rubbed on there, but it protects the white layer underneath. I'm not sure what kind of paper this is. It's a very like, oh, what's the word for it? I want to say like a parchment almost. Anyway, stamp on the inside, happiest wishes on your birthday. Great card. Love that. Okay, a couple last grouping of cards. We've got our Jordan, nope. Yes. No. Oh, man. Yes, Jordan sisters. I don't know why. I always feel like I'm mixing it up with Taylor and Jordan. Okay, the Jordan sisters created these cards. And these all use back pocket card layouts. I love that you guys were inspired by those still. Our first one from Kaylee Slyman, and she used the Sweet Bug stamp set. Oh no, I just realized that tore a little bit. I will put a little bit of glue to glue that down. I'll fix that up. These colors are so fantastic. It looks like some petunia pop, and then I feel like that looks like just jade, but is that Shy Shamrock, that green? I like this stamped background. Choose Happy with the flowers in the background. And I know it's Choose Happy because these other images are also from the Choose Happy. This is the Forever Plaid embossing folder. That fun little dash stamp is also from the Sweet Bugs. And then the Just Because. I'm actually not sure where that one came from. And then our next card from Taylor uses the beehive, the little hexagon embossing folder in the background, some pool party here, the same bee from that Choose Happy stamp set, and the gingham ribbon. I have the Choose Happy stamp set and I've never used it. Can you believe that? I actually just found it recently, so I've got to, I gotta break it out and use it. So cute. I love the way the colors pop against the black. So we've got the pool party with lemon lolly, and both of those colors colored on the bees. And our last card from Shireen Reeves, using the Forever Plaid embossing folder with some polished pink in there. And then that gingham ribbon again. I love that you guys use the same products and kind of mix and match. It makes such a lovely set. These little squares from the Stylish Shapes, and all colored images from the Choose Happy stamp set. What a great set of cards, you guys. It's so well done, and I love it. Makes me so happy that you guys are stamping together and creating the cards together. So thank you for sharing your beautiful creations with us. Oh, Just Jade. It could be that too. Yeah, yes, Diane. I think that is spelled right. What did I say? A grandbaby coming in June. Jan, that's so exciting. Congratulations. Um, I love that so much for you. Is this your first grandbaby? I think those little storybook characters are so perfect for kid cards. Our last set of cards, I think there were only 4 this, no, 5, I lied. 5 this time from the Curly Girls. And we have this one from Diane Gorski. And let me see if you guys have a note in here about what technique this is called. So this is... I don't see a technique. Is this technique called something in particular? With the, they all have the strips. Hold on a second. Sometimes Donna. Here we go. Donna says, the Curly Girls decided on a scrap strip card with a 2-inch square in the center. Oh, I love this. So each of them has used different colors and different embossing folders to create this design. This is so gorgeous. Okay, this one from Diane uses the colors Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, Parakeet Party, and then that light color is Cake Pop cardstock from Tailored Expressions. Those look so pretty together. I love the way the green pops. You help me grow. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is kind of a fun technique. I love that. So 2-inch square in the center, and then the colors on the outside. This one from Susan Saldana used the Springtime Scenes stamp set with the ladybug and the grass. That is so cute. The cloud embossing folder. And it looks like you embossed it before adding the white layer in there because the white is not embossed. I am just in love with these rainbow colors. This is so pretty. Real red, pumpkin pie, daffodil, granny apple green, blueberry bushel, and gorgeous grape. Such a stunning background and effect this makes. This one from Chris Posey uses the Darling Dinos stamp set, and I think it's so fantastic that instead of strips of just solid color, you've got the stamped sentiment. You're terrific. And then the little dino tracks. This looks like Coastal Cabana with some light Calypso coral and dark Calypso coral on the coloring, and then some of the stamps in the background. This is so stinking cute. I love the way the black makes everything else pop off the card. You guys, these are also amazing. I'm inspired to try this technique. This one from Donna uses the Lazy Daisy embossing folder. We talked about this one earlier. Currently on back order, but it's coming back late April, so watch for that one. This is the Cutest Crew, which also is currently on back order again. It's coming late April as well. Make sure you sign up for updates in the online store if you're waiting for dies, embossing folders, or other items to come back in stock, because then you'll be the first to know when it's back and you can grab it up as soon as it is. Love all these yellow colors, so bright and bold. We've got some Lemon Lolly, Daffodil Delight, looks like some Darling Duckling, and a little bit was that orange mango melody. Love it. So bright, so sunny, so happy. Have the best day. I love it. And then lastly, we've got this card from Pat Johnson. And Pat, oh my gosh, I love that hummingbird and the flower. These are from, what stamp set is that from? I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. It doesn't say. The sentiment from Unbounded. Love. I recognize the hummingbird. I feel like this is a fun technique though with the Stampin' pastels or the pastel chalk. So using Versamark to stamp and then applying the powder pastel to the Versamark so it sticks to the ink, both on the hummingbird and the flower. So pretty. Love these colors together too. Some Mossy Meadow, Blackberry Bliss, and like that blueberry bushel color. Stunning. Stunning. Oh my gosh, you guys, all these cards are so amazing. You've shown off this scrap technique so well. 2-inch square in the center if you guys want to try these. And they all use different size strips. So we've got 1/4 inch, we've got 1/2 inch. You can play around with your strips and then using an embossing folder just to kind of tamp all that down. Really, really gorgeous. Oh my gosh, thank you to all of our stampers, you guys. I feel so inspired by all the cards that you guys shared and created. Thank you so much for participating in the Great Big Card Swap. If you would like to participate, now is the time to send in your cards for the April card swap. It's all about you. That means I want to see a card made with something that represents something about you, whether it's grandkids or dogs or horses or mountains or beach or your favorite color. This is your opportunity to share a little bit about you in the card that you make and share with us. Send in your cards to Julie Davison, P.O. Box 6164, Champaign, Illinois 61826. You can also send cards for the May theme, which is soft subtles. So please use pastel colors for your cards in May. I can't wait to see what you create. If you enjoyed all the cards tonight and feel inspired as I do, please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos and the Great Big Card Swap, which showcases every 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month. You can check out past videos in the playlist on my channel and explore lots of videos. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. I saw that the other day and I was like, when did that happen? Thank you for being part of my community. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Until next time, I will see you very soon. Until next time, happy stamping. So listen, we have a very busy week actually coming up. Tomorrow, I'm going to do an unboxing video with my Demonstrator pre-order of the May through August catalog. So tune in tomorrow night at 7:00 p.m. I hope to have some card samples to share with you. Going to do an in-color comparison, share the new products that I got, share some card samples with you. Then on Thursday, we have our Cute as a Bug online card class. You can get your card kit to stamp along with us at juliedavison.com/kits. And I am putting the finishing touches on the PDF. I'll have that posted tonight. I'll get it in my Etsy shop as well. And then on Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, we're doing our stamp along featuring the Notes of Spring Product of the Month stamp set. So whether you're using that one at home or something different, I hope you'll join us on Sunday for that. And then next week is April. Oh my goodness gracious. So many fun things and a last chance list update happening next week. So stay tuned. So much happening and I'm here for all of it. So thanks for joining me and I'll see you again very soon. Bye everybody.